Welcome to solverfy.
Question 82 reads, one of the attractive features of ionic liquids is their low vapor pressure, which in turn tends to make them non-flammable. Why do you think ionic liquids have lower vapor pressures than most room temperature molecular liquids? All right, so we're looking at ionic liquids. And so ionic liquids are going to be held together by ionic bonds, or uh, in other words, ion forces. And these ion-ion forces are much stronger than any sort of intermolecular force that we can have between molecules. So our intermolecular forces between molecules, the strongest sort of intermolecular force we can have in molecules is hydrogen bonds. We can have, then you would have your dipole-dipole intermolecular forces. And finally, you would have your London dispersion forces. All of these are significantly weaker than the ion-ion forces. So ionic bonds or ionic liquids are going to have much stronger intermolecular forces holding them together. And in order to, if something is volatile, that means it's going from a liquid, easily changing from a liquid to a gas. In order to make that move, to go from the liquid to the gas, you have to break some of the, in fact, all of the intermolecular forces that are holding that particle in as a liquid. You have to break those forces. And it's going to be much harder to break ion-ion forces than it is to break any of these intermolecular forces here. Therefore, because it has much stronger forces holding it together, it's going to be very hard for it to break those forces, and it's not easily going to change from a liquid to a gas. And therefore, it's really not going to for the most part, and that's why it is a non-volatile liquid, because it does not easily break those forces and go from being a liquid to being a gas. And since it doesn't easily become a gas, that means it's going to have a very low vapor pressure, because vapor pressure is the pressure associated with the vapor or the gaseous form of our substance. And if it's not changing into a gas, then there is no vapor pressure.